Let the dreams happen.
Does your partner Pete know you're having treatment today?
He did. He said some interesting things, but I'm not sure I should say. He said, don't come back looking rubbery.
So our patient today, our first patient is Kirsty. Do you remember Kirsty and Pete? They've got 2 boys.
Crazy boys.
Yeah, crazy boys.
Running around everywhere.
Biggest challenge at the moment is probably, I would say, wrestling. I feel like a wrestling referee. It is non-stop. I'm here today because I've been curious for a while. The reason I've come is because, you know, having kids, it's hard to find time to do a bit of self-care. And, you know, my confidence hasn't gone. I'm getting older, my face is changing, my body's changing, and a little confidence boost would be nice.
She's a wonderful mom, but she just hasn't really looked after herself in the past 5 years.
And you know, I see a lot of people in the clinic, they're coming after having kids because they are exhausted and tired.
And
they haven't given themselves enough time. Hey Kirsty!
Hi, welcome!
Thank you.
How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Are you excited?
I am very excited.
Nervous?
A little.
We're going to tackle a couple things today. We're doing total transformations. So we're doing dermal filler, anti-wrinkle.
And skincare.
Great. Come on downstairs. We'll do a consultation.
Kirsty, thank
Hello.
you so much for coming to the clinic. I'm really happy that we've got you here for your full transformation day. So tell me a little bit about what your main concerns were when it came to features that were becoming a bit more apparent with time.
My under eyes are starting to just, I don't know, I feel like there's almost a shelf between my cheeks and like a hollow kind of area, and they're just dark and the lines are just becoming more obvious and harder to manage. I can't hide them as easily as I used to. I think aging just is catching up. I'm starting to, I don't even want to say the word, jowls, maybe?
It's horrible.
It is.
We all cringe when we
It
hear
is.
that
I'm
word.
surely too young, but I feel like they're starting and I want to kind of nip them in the bud before they just get
Really
worse.
important point there, nip in the bud. You know, there is a big element of age prevention to what we do with dermal filler. So you'll be pleased to know that is on the agenda.
Great.
And then that's pretty much your top 2. What's your third and final?
Skinny lips.
Skinny lips.
Yeah.
Okay, what have you noticed about it?
They disappear when I smile, basically. I don't know, especially my top one. I just feel like I don't know, it's always been a bit of a thing for me.
Okay. So as part of your mummy makeover, it's really important for us to go through education. So what happens over time, and that just helps the understanding of the process.
Yeah.
As we age, there are certain things that change over time. So when you refer to the jowls, that is because there is volume displacement that happens in the face. So as we age, things move forward and down. So the volume starts becoming heavier at the front of the face, and that often creates the groove that you described with the shelf between the eye and the front of the cheek, the nose to mouth lines, and what we call the marionettes, and eventually the jowls. So those changes occur naturally as a process of aging. What we can do to help those things is we have to look back to the anti-aging zones of the face. So we lose volume in the mid-face up here and things fall forward and down, and between the ages of 35 and 60 we lose around 6 mils, so 6 millilitres of volume back here, and that's what directly creates the heavy appearance at the front of the face.
Yeah.
We can help to lift and restore volume and improve those aging signs using hyaluronic acid or dermal filler. Kirsty did amazing. How did you find it?
Easy really. A little bit uncomfortable in some places, but not difficult.
Awesome. Are you ready to see the mirror?
Yes.
Claire, you can do the honours.
Oh, really? Okay. Are you ready, my love?
Yeah. Goodness.
Go.
Oh wow. Got jawline again. Gosh, the lips are so subtle, aren't they? But it's a difference. That's good.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Wow. So you had, how many mils did we do dermal in this session?
About 8.
So 8 syringes. Would you say that this being your first time, having 8 syringes, did you think it could look natural?
I guess I was a little bit worried that it might be higher and start, looking like it was more. But I don't think it looks like a lot at all.
Do you feel like you look maybe a bit more refreshed?
Definitely.
But not rubbery, like Pete said?
No, not rubbery at all.
Tell me, what are some of your goals for skincare? What are you, in 10 years' time, you're looking in a mirror, what would you like to see?
Look a bit younger and refreshed. Pigmentation has been a problem for me since I was pregnant first time round. Had some treatments before, but never really kind of disappeared, or I don't know, it just looks a bit blotchy, a bit mottled, I think is the right word.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's something that I would probably agree with you on in terms of the tone. And I think you and I chatted a bit about when you were pregnant, you had chlorazma, is that right?
Yeah.
So that would be a type of melasma. Unfortunately, there's no direct cure for melasma, and there's 3 different types of melasma. We have epidermal melasma, dermal melasma, and mixed melasma. However, since you told me you've used Nuderm before and you had a result.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hopeful that it's mostly going to be epidermal melasma. And with that in mind, we're gonna put you on Nuderm again.
Yeah, brilliant.
So with the Nuderm kit, there's different phases. You have the initial phase, which is the 6-week phase. That's gonna have some downtime, okay? So don't panic, you will shed. Sometimes a lot, you'll turn red, you might be tight, you might be irritated. If you feel like that, you need to hydrate, okay? And I don't mean just drinking water, I mean actual hydrate, what's in here. After 6 weeks, we have the, I would say, stimulation phase where we start to see a little bit of the glow, but we're not glowing yet. That's when we're starting to see collagen production and improvement in elasticity. That lasts up to 12 weeks. The last and final phase of Nuderm is going to be that glowing phase where we start to see a nice skin glow, the tone and texture is much more even, we might not have like dry patches here and there, and you yourself will kind of have that, like that wow moment, which we want. The last thing I'm gonna recommend is a bit of fun, not a bit of fun, but I know you like your lashes. It's really important, you're at the stage in your life where estrogen levels could start to slowly decline a little bit. When that happens, we start to see changes in our hair, okay? Particularly as women, maybe on top of our hair, we get like balding, we might have not as thick eyelashes and beautiful big brows anymore. It's going to improve the length, it's going to improve the volume, and it's going to improve the pigment of the lash.
Well, excited to do it really.
Yeah, it's a necessary, right? Hi, welcome back!
Nice to see you.
It's good to see you. How are you getting on since treatment?
Great, I've loved it. It's been a huge difference. I feel brighter, younger, happier. I think.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I definitely feel confident. It's nice to feel, I don't know, in the school run, not the tired, exhausting looking amount anymore.
Not the big glasses on for the school run, because I'm guilty of doing that myself in early morning. So walk us through your journey as a patient. Obviously, this was your first treatment.
Having it done was fine. I didn't feel any pain at all. The filler, I won't lie, the jaw was a little bit sore and I felt that overnight, but once that pain went, it was great, and it was so nice to have definition again, which I didn't realise that's
amazingly important.
Yeah, it makes such a difference to your profile, and just having your chin and your neck merged together is never nice. So I saw a few friends and I had comments like, if you had your eyebrows done, there's something different, but we don't quite know what. And
the places where I feel that most clients that I see, that we see as a team, is compliments of just, you look well, you look less tired, you look fresher. And that's where this lies best.
So out of the three things, out of what you've had, so you've had the B word, which we can't say on YouTube, tox, derma filler, and you've had medical grade skincare. If you were having just a casual chat with somebody and you felt comfortable to recommend a treatment, what would you recommend?
oh gosh, it's hard. They're all great. I mean, I feel like I can't have one without the other now. But I don't know. I've loved the skincare as well, and I feel like that's made such a difference. And I mean, it's smoother, it's brighter. You know, I think those compliments kind of, you know, just build your confidence a little bit as well. So. It was easier than I thought it would be, and I don't know, I got so used to looking like this. I quite like it, and I think I'm going to keep it up. Caught myself in the rearview mirror a couple of times and thinking, oh, I'm kind of shining, kind of glowing, and you know, it feels good.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show.
I really enjoyed
We've
that.
made some changes today.
It was really
We made
fun.
people happy. That's what we do.
It's what we do. We hope that you got to see just a glimmer of the magic moments we have here at VIVA Skin Clinics. If you like this content, click the subscribe button and drop us a comment below.